Welcome. Today's session is all about relaxing the mind and the body and helping increase energy flow so that you can feel great. Are you ready? Let's get started. Qigong is all about alignment and energy flow. Where are you standing? How are your feet? We want them perfectly straight. And as we move through our sequence, we want to make sure that our knees remain soft so that our hips can be level. When our knees lock out, we usually have our bottom sticking out quite a bit. So we want to see if we can just soften and let energy sink down. Let's take a few big breaths, bringing those arms out to the side and then overhead on your inhale, maybe even looking up. And we'll exhale and bring those arms back down. Two more times. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, settling down. Now through this whole session, you are supposed to follow your own breath. Don't just move with me. Remember that I'm here to guide you, so I am talking through some of those inhales as well. So I want you to find what feels best. All right, we're going to start with some gentle tapping to help get energy flow or kind of unblock stagnant energy. We're going to start with tapping down the inside of our arm. So we're just going to do some gentle taps with the palms all the way down the inside of the arm, and we're going to go up the outside. So we're going to do one arm and then the other, and we're just going to do some nice tapping. Tapping helps with energy flow. You can think about the energy pathways in our body as kind of following the veins. So the same as our blood circulation, we have energy pathways that follow the same paths. So getting this tapping going helps the energy flow. Let's do one more round. Now this whole time, just making sure that you're breathing, okay? So now we'll kind of whisk down and we're gonna switch. So we're gonna tap down the inside and we're gonna go all the way down the inside of the arm and then up the outside. So just gentle taps. It's going to sound different if you have a shirt or not, no sleeves or not, I should say. So just some gentle tapping. Feel that energy flow. There's so many great ways that we can tap. There's things that we can tap throughout the whole body, and we're just kind of going to get basic energy flow. But there's also things that we can do to kind of release tension in our face, relaxing our forehead, our jaw, all kinds of different things. But today we're going to focus kind of on total body. All right, one more, all the way around. Okay, whisk down that arm. We're going to start with some tapping on the chest. So we're just going to take the fingertips and do some gentle tapping on the chest. So just releasing tension through the chest, kind of tracing that collarbone area, going back and forth. Might notice the voice change. Okay, now we're going to go down to the belly and then to the legs. So we're going to go down the outside. Nice tapping down the outside of the legs, and then we're going to tap up the inside. So the hips crease and then down the outside again. So bending your knees as you fold forward and just getting some nice energy flow. Okay, we'll do one more full round all the way down and then all the way up. And once we reach the up position, we're going to tap on those hip creases for a moment. So we're going to tap on the hip crease. A lot of energy gets stuck here. So just some gentle tapping here. We'll move up to the belly. And then after a couple of taps on the belly, we're going to switch and we're going to go to our lower back. So you might flip your hands around and kind of tap with your fists. That might feel a little bit better than trying to tap with your palms. You might just turn them around there. So just getting some nice taps on that lower back, that kind of liver, spleen, and kidney area. And then we're going to move down to our bottoms. So just getting some tapping going down there again. And then we're going to tap down the backs of the legs, folding forward one more time, outside of the legs, inside of the legs, all the way up to the hips, to the belly, to the chest, and then just a little bit to the tops of the shoulders. And then we're going to whisk that energy down and out the arms, down the belly, down the backs of the legs, the front of the legs, and come up. Shake out the palms and the arms. Give the shoulders a couple of shakes. Shake out the legs. We're just kind of releasing any of that stagnant energy that we got moving, okay? So this is really important. We just want to let it go. All right, we're going to take a few deep breaths and we're going to bring in some energy from the earth. So we say pulling down the heavens or settling our own energy down. We're going to take some big inhales, lift those arms out to the side and overhead. And then as you exhale, bring the arms down the front of the body. So find your flow. Really take some big inhales. Imagine gathering new energy in and then letting it settle in. Nice and slow. The longer the breath, the more oxygen and energy you are bringing to the body. So try to lengthen that breath. Couple more. Let's do one more all the way up and down. And then coming back to center, just take a nice deep breath here. All right, we're going to inhale and we're going to lace those fingers at the bottom and we're going to exhale and we're going to support the sky. Inhaling, bring your head back and then arms go out to the side. So we're going to support the sky and then bring those arms down, keeping those hands and wrists engaged. Inhale up, looking up towards the sky as you exhale and support. And then inhale, head neutral, arms stay up. And then exhaling, arms out to the side, hands and wrists engaged. We're going to do a few rounds. Please follow your own breath. Allow that to be your guide. As we support, we exhale. We inhale to neutral, getting that little bit of an extra stretch, and then settle down the sides as we exhale. Big breaths. Inhaling up. Exhaling, hold. Center or neutral on your inhale. And then down the sides. Let's do two more. All the way up. Neutral on your inhale. And then out the side. One more time. All the way up. Back to neutral. And then relax. All right. We're going to get a little bit of energy moving through our spine. So we're going to imagine that we have a whole ball we're holding and we're going to go all the way up, circle around, and then come back down. So we're going to inhale on our way up, turning that torso, looking towards the sky, and then coming down. Now, if it feels okay for you, you can fold forward. So we inhale up, and then we exhale, and we fold forward. We inhale, and we come up nice and slow. Folding. We'll do a couple of rounds. It's incredible movement for whole body. Now, you don't have to fold all the way down. You can just go a little bit. A little bit does a lot to engage through our body. We're going to do one more up. And once you get down with the arms or the torso, we're going to reverse this circle. So we're going to inhale and we're going to come up the other way. And again, you could just do the arms and get that little bit of torso turn, looking up, and then back to neutral. You could fold a little bit, just a little bit. Coming up. You could fold all the way down. What feels good for you? We're getting a little bit of a hamstring stretch if we fold forward here as well. All right. So we're going to do one more complete circle. We're going to go all the way around one time. But then on the next time you come up, we're going to stay in that upward position. And when we exhale, we're going to let those arms drop to the sides. Take a big inhale. Arms come up, reach towards the sky, and then just let them drop down. Okay, we're going to work through the backs of the legs a little bit. 2 more breaths. Just lift those arms all the way up. And now throw them down a little bit. Release the body. Inhale, lengthen. We'll do a few more rounds actually, and we'll come down. Lifting, lengthen, stretch through, and then relax. Find your inhale on the way up, and then just let it go. All about how it feels for your body. Can you let go and relax? Let's do one more. And release. We take the shoulders, relax them, shrug them down, up and down. Just a little bit of a release here. We're going to work through our hamstrings a little bit just to release any tension we might have from the day. So we're going to step with one foot forward straight and the other one's going to be about 45 degrees so that when we move forward and back, our knees are going to follow our torso direction. So we're going to inhale and we're going to bring those arms up, move forward. Exhale, push your palms back, toes to your torso. So it's inhale, arms lift, weight forward. Exhale, press back, shift your weight, toes to torso, staying where you are. Inhale, forward. Exhale, toes to torso, lean. Remember, we don't need to go very far forward, just a little bit so that our knee kind of stays over our ankle. And we're just floating back and forth, leaning as far as feels good and as much as you can bring your toes to your torso, stretching that hamstring area. Let's do a couple more on this side and then we're going to switch. One more. Press down and back. Lift those arms up as you inhale and move forward. Exhale, step forward and let those arms settle down. We're going to switch. So we're going to step back, make sure about hips distance. Again, following the foot direction as we go forward and back is very important for our knees. We're going to inhale, arms come up. Exhale, press those arms back, lean into it and bring your toes to your torso. Follow your breath. Inhale up. Exhale, pressing down. Again, staying where you are. As you move back, is your knee in line? Or is everything kind of twisting inward? We want to make sure we're using our muscles and keeping what we call is crotch rounded enough. It's not very ladylike, but it does help heal our body and strengthen muscles that we might not use all the time. Okay, 2 more. Big breaths. Okay, coming forward, inhale up, step and relax down. Reach those arms up. Lengthen through the body. We're just going to take a little stretch, drop one elbow. Lengthen through. And then lift and go to the other side. So it's not about how far you can lean into it. We don't want to collapse. How much can you lengthen through the side here? One more on this side. And what we're going to do from here is we're going to relax our arms down to the side. And we're just going to bring the left arm up. So we're going to inhale and we're going to lift up. So I want you to imagine that you're pulling each direction now. So fingers down to your knee and fingertips to the sky. Okay. We're going to come back to center. Both arms level out. And we're going to switch. And we're going to reach to both sides. So let's come back. And then extend. Now you could be following, inhaling to center. Exhaling, we reach. But just trying to open up through that side body. So imagine pulling your ribs away from your hips. Come back. And again. Okay, let's come back. And release down. Okay. We're going to do a great movement to help ease anxiety and stress. This is supporting heaven and earth. So we're going to look at our palms and we're going to press one up and one down. And then we're going to bring it so that our palms are facing us. And we're going to switch and we're going to push up and down. Now, when we push down, fingertips are going to point forward so our shoulders are relaxed, and overhead, they're kind of pointing to the side direction. So we're going to inhale to center and we're going to exhale and we're going to press heaven and earth. Inhaling center, exhaling support. Now you could add a little bit of twist. So we inhale center and then we turn a little bit. And then as we come with the palms facing us, we turn our torso. Then we turn to the other side. And we just float back and forth. It's all about how it feels. So this is great for our digestion as we massage the internal organs, but specifically it's going to help calm your mind. We're going to do a few more rounds. Both sides. Follow your breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, press. This is such a great movement. It doesn't matter if you turn or not. Okay, let's do one more side. Okay, we're going to inhale center. We're going to exhale down. This next movement is really about releasing any last bit of negative energy, stress, or tension that you might be holding while gathering in all the good stuff that we want to bring to ourselves, our body, mind, spirit, our day, whatever you want to think of, okay? So we're going to inhale and we're going to keep our arms up and we're going to draw our hands to our heart. And then as we exhale, we're going to push out what doesn't serve us. So a big stretch through the arms. It's actually a great release too. And we're going to inhale to center. And we're going to exhale and release what doesn't serve you. So you can even close your eyes here. And you can imagine drawing in good energy. And then you release all the negativity. Inhaling to center. Exhaling, push out. Little things like this make a big difference, especially if we have the ability to visualize. It's not for everyone, but we can even think about drawing light in and then releasing, say, darkness. So it's just such a great stretch through our arms as well, kind of relaxing the shoulders as we draw in, and then a big stretch through the fingertips, the palms, and the arms. Let's do a few more rounds. One more. Big extension through those arms. And then we're going to settle that energy or pull down the heavens again. So inhaling, arms go up. Exhaling down. One more time. Just a few breaths here, noticing the difference in the arms, the whole body, maybe looking up and then back to neutral. And then again. This time, once you bring those arms down, bring the hands to the belly. Place one over the other. Close the eyes if it's available to you, or find a soft gaze so that you're not looking at anything specific, but just have a gentle gaze where you can see the whole room. Notice the changes that have occurred in your body, the warmth of your hands, the overall increase in energy flow. See if you can feel heavy through the legs and light through the upper body. Bringing that sense of stability and balance. So many good things happen when we take a moment to practice, to move in a way that feels good for our body. Just making space for ourselves to be present. When we practice, our mind is calm and clear, focused on what we're doing. And we want to learn to bring that into our everyday life. That one habit, that one moment of being present can start to trickle into everything that you do. As can this great posture. Do you notice that the weight is centered in your feet? Your knees are remaining soft so that your hips are level. You have a string pulling you from above as you settle those shoulders down, creating space between the vertebrae. This great posture is what's going to heal your body. And even practicing for a moment, again, it's going to start to become part of who you are. Now, if there's anything else you need to have your best day ever or your best night's sleep, whatever it is, release those arms. Imagine gathering that energy from the earth. Now you can let it wash over you, or you could bring those hands together and then bring them down to your heart. And just take a moment to pause and thank yourself for showing up today. You did your best, and that's what matters most. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's session.